The amount that YouTube paid me for 1 million views is... Yes, you can ride and even get paid to do it. You can make a job out of YouTube. You can even make a business off of YouTube. Before I show you how much YouTube paid me for 1 million views, there's a lot of factors that go into that. So I'll show you 4 different videos that got 1 million views and how each of them got pretty different pay. But I don't get to keep all of that money. I'll show you what goes into getting those 1 million views, the time and the money. And that way, if you've ever wondered if you can make your hobby into a business or if you could get paid to do what you love, hopefully this will help you realize that that pipe dream isn't a pipe dream. It's actually pretty possible. Well, first, let's get out of this garage because it is freezing in here. Okay, it is not lost on me that I've gotten very lucky. Ironically, I started riding motorcycles to escape the office life just for a little bit. And the fact that I literally escaped the office life like full time now because of YouTube, if you weren't here watching, caring about this at all, this wouldn't be possible. So first, shout out to you, the audience. So just for a quick backstory on how this hobby turned into a job and then a business for me. And if all you want is the dollar amount on 1 million views, I'll put the timestamps down below so you can skip ahead there. So for the backstory, I started riding in 2016 and I didn't know anybody who rode. And I just wanted to talk about motorcycles so badly, but I didn't know who to talk to. And I had been watching so many YouTube videos, that's how I learned about riding, and figured I would just start posting videos. And that's how I'd talk to people. I also really thought that after posting 3 videos, I'd be a full-time YouTuber, but that wasn't the case. But I was having so much fun, so I just kept doing it. And for about 5 years, YouTube was a hobby and it paid like a hobby because I treated it like a hobby. And I also didn't know better. I didn't know that you could turn it into a business or you could get paid to do this in a sustainable way. I thought it was really just a matter of luck. But that is not the case at all. And I'll get into a little bit more about how I learned how to do that later. So I'm gonna take you into my YouTube analytics and we'll see on the back end on what these million view videos look like. Okay, so right now we're in the channel and we can see I just sorted by the most popular videos, and right now I have 4 videos over 1 million views. So we'll just break down all 4 of those. Okay, so this Sturgis one, this hit 1 million views at like, what, 46 days. So it's a little over, but holy cow, that got 60,000 views in 1 day. So I wish I could do that every video. And this video where I did 100 U-turns a day for 30 days, that got 1 million in 87 days. Jocelyn Snow video, 1 million, that got 1 million. This one took a little longer to get 1 million. 1 million in a year and like 55 days. This one, Controversial Opinions, that got 1 million in 217 days. And then this Hayabusa short got 1 million in 40 days. We're gonna look at them in order of which video got 1 million views first. I actually thought it was the Jocelyn Snow training video that got 1 million views first, but it wasn't. It was the Sturgis taking the hidden cameras to Sturgis video. So in 1 million views, this hidden cameras to Sturgis video got almost $5,000. The video training with Jocelyn at 1 million views, that one got about $2,400. And this video doing 100 U-turns a day for 30 days, at 1 million views, that one got $3,400. Controversial Opinion video, 1 million views, got a little over $5,000. And the short on the Hayabusa for 1 million views, it made $72. So these are all very different numbers. And I can explain to you what affects those numbers. Right here, we're in the back end in YouTube. You go into revenue and you go down to CPM. That's how much advertisers will pay for their ad to show up in your video. And different things can affect how much advertisers will pay to be in your video. If you've got more ladies in your audience, they'll pay more for that. Depending on the topic of your video, they'll pay more for that. So kids content, entertainment content, motorcycle content is not gonna make nearly as much as channels that are about business or education or law, those they've got great CPMs. And not only that, also how long your video is will affect that. So, and I don't just mean like a short versus a long form, a 1-minute video versus anything over that. The longer your video can be, the more ads YouTube can place in that. I have ads placed automatically, and in some videos I've placed even more ads, but the amount of ads you see per video isn't based off of how many ads the YouTuber puts in the video. It's based off of your viewing behavior. So especially if you watch a lot of YouTube, YouTube gets to know your ad tolerance. So if they see that you hop off of YouTube because you've seen too many ads, they'll start showing you less ads. So I've actually done this on Facebook, where I've trained the Facebook algorithm to show me no ads on Reels. So basically for, I don't know, maybe a week or two, I would just exit out of YouTube, or I would exit out of Facebook anytime they would show an ad. So now I no longer see ads interrupting my Reels. For YouTube, I watch so much YouTube, so I just pay for premium, so I never see ads. So if you see ads on your video, it may not be the YouTubers doing it, it may be you. You know, sometimes it's not them, it's you. So as far as motorcycle videos, what I've noticed is the type of bike or the location will affect my CPM. So anything with Harleys, Hondas, Yamahas, they will pay a lot more in CPMs generally than videos showing much cheaper bikes. And sometimes that's just because of the popularity of the bike, because there are just so many people, so many more people that kind of bike will draw. And sometimes it's because of the countries. So US advertisers will pay a lot for a US audience, and they may pay very, very little for audiences in India, in China, other parts of Asia. So for instance, all my videos on reviewing Harleys get a much higher CPM than all my videos reviewing bikes that are popular in India, like the KTM Duke 390 or the Royal Enfield Himalayan, just because that audience is so much larger US, and that's how advertisers pay. Now going back on the long videos. So the Sturgis video, it's not the longest, but it's of these that I showed you. Some of them range 15 to 20 minutes, but Sturgis is really big. Sturgis is very popular, and this was released just before the holidays. And when I mean just before the holidays, I mean like 3 months. So the 3 months before Christmas, those are also really good months for CPMs. So this was released in October. That's when advertisers pay a lot. And then the Jocelyn Snow video that was of the longer videos had the least amount that it was paid for 1 million views. That was released in January, which is when advertisers usually pay the lowest, at least for my channel. And I think that's pretty across the board for motorcycling channels. Winter months after the holidays are just much lower CPMs. So all those things affect CPMs, and I only have a couple of videos that have been really long, but from some other YouTubers I've talked to that make videos well over 25 minutes, that make them like 45 minutes, an hour long, advertisers pay like exponentially more for a video that's like 30 minutes versus a video that's 15 minutes. And it's not just because of the ads that they'll be shown. I don't really know why. Maybe they think the audience is more likely to buy. I don't know. I've never placed an ad in a YouTube video before. So now I'll toggle this timeline and I'll show you how much each of these videos made in all time. And then what I'll show you next is how much time and money goes into making these 1 million views. And of course, that's not the case for every YouTuber. Some YouTubers spend a lot more or a lot less on each of their videos. Some of my videos have totally been recorded in a driveway or a parking lot, and the only cost now is paying Maria and Whitney to edit it. But some of my videos, I've flown out to California and taken a course, and maybe I didn't get that course comped, maybe I paid for it, or I paid for a private lesson and then I made a video for it. So like all those training videos you all saw, I trained like a combat motorcyclist. Actually, I think I called it like, I trained like the deadliest riders, something. I tried impossible Tom Cruise stunts. those were some of like the most expensive videos I've ever done because I was paying for the flights, and when I'm in a course, it's really hard to film myself, so I would pay for someone to film it, and I was paying for the course as well, and then the editing. But ironically, you know what I just noticed? Almost all of my million view videos have been some of my cheaper ones. That's a good lesson for me. Okay, so on the all-time how much these videos have made, in just AdSense alone. So I think whenever I show you all that goes into time and money making these videos, I'll also show you YouTuber income streams. And AdSense used to be my main income stream, but now I'd say it's about half. We'll see, I'll show you. I got a whole pie chart and everything. Okay, so of all time, this Sturgis video has gotten 2.7 million views, posted in September of 2022. I said the wrong thing earlier. And it's made $12,000 in revenue. And the Jocelyn Snow video, posted January 2022 with 1.4 million views. It's made just under $4,000. And this 100 U-turns a day video, see, this was a free one to produce because this was all done in a parking lot with my camera on a tripod. Posted that March 2023, 1.8 million views. It made $6,300. And this controversial opinion one, this one was filmed just right here in this office, sitting and talking. And that made 1.3 million views and made $7,000. So that made a little bit more because it was posted in December, so that's a good month. And it was also a little longer. It's 20 minutes, so generally my videos are a little shorter than that. And then the Hayabusa video that got 2 million views, but it's just a short, so it's 47 seconds long. It made $158. And actually, you know what? That's actually probably in the negative. No, I think Whitney edited that one, and I think she edited it pretty quick, so it that one just barely made money. Okay, so now I'm going to get into the YouTuber money breakdown. What does it cost to make these views? So right now, this is the software I use to track income, expenses, and both for this one right now, we're just in what I use for the Doodle finances aspect. I also use this for personal, but that's in a different account. So I kind of hate to show exact numbers because it can be so different from month to month. There was one year where the channel made $20,000 in a month, and another month it made $2,000, and it was the same year. But in this software, I can show you, it'll show you the average of what some of the things actually are. So let me go first into the expenses part of things. So for contractors, it says my average has been about almost $5,000 a month I'll pay for contractors. So that's editing, and that's also admin, and that's also my bookkeeper. What I mean by admin is, so my admin, they might do, right now, she is translating all the Doodle videos into Spanish and making a Spanish channel. And she's also adding a bunch of motorcycle location listings on motorcycledestinations.com. So for recurring expenses, it's an average of $30,000 a month I'll pay. And what that is, it's a whole bunch of different software, whether it's music license for showing music and videos legally. Most recently Shopify, because we just launched a merch store. Haven't totally officially launched it, but I'm wearing one of the shirts. If you want to check it out, it's down below, but stay tuned. I haven't totally officially launched it. I just want to make sure everything's still, you know, we mentioned in a live stream recently, but I just want to get it just right before I publicly announce it on YouTube. And then there's other services like TubeBuddy and vidIQ. I'll use those for search engine optimization, A/B testing titles and thumbnails. After a video has already gone out, those softwares will automatically switch out thumbnails and maybe even titles for me to just see which one does better. If a video is doing well, I normally won't touch it and I won't do anything, but if a video has done badly or it's plateaued, then I might start adding those tests in. And then there's also Slack. That's how we all communicate with each other, me, Whitney, Maria, and Noelle, my admin. And then DittoDub, that's the software I use that will automatically translate. It uses AI, so it'll translate my videos into Spanish right now, is what she's doing. And it's it's really cool. It's it literally sounds like me talking in Spanish, but my Spanish is not that good.
Estoy tan roja hoy. Está bien para mí porque es mi color favorito, por si no te diste cuenta.
So if you see it, just know, like, if you ever want to talk in Spanish together, you're gonna be like, what happened to your Spanish? Now you talk like you got a thick American accent and you're missing words. Taxes, ugh, so annoying. So I average about $1,300 paying taxes each month. That goes to the IRS. Right now I have the percentage breakdown of expenses and income as a YouTuber for all of 2024. Adsense has been like the bulk of my income for the first 4 or 5 years on YouTube. It wasn't until 2 years ago that I started getting sponsorships, and I reached out to them. Like, I emailed 11 brands, all brands of stuff I was already using, and I had a lot of help from a bunch of other YouTubers. Shout out Adam Sandoval, shout out Sean from Bikes and Beards, shout out Amanda Zitto, shout out, oh, so many people I asked, and it helped me figure out pricing and pitch email. Out of those 11 brands I emailed, 8 of them said, yes, we'll be a sponsor on this channel. And now I have brand agents that are much smarter at sales and negotiating and all that stuff than I am. And so they take care of that. So they do the contracts and the invoices and all that stuff, so I can just focus more on the videos. But the sponsorship is a pretty new income stream, because if it wasn't for sponsorships, I wouldn't be able to afford Maria and Whitney and having editors. And sure, you could do things solo, and some people, like I know MotoJitsu, he's one of those who I'm pretty sure he still does almost everything like by himself. But for me, my YouTube video is also kind of an art form. Like I really like making some videos where it's like you're watching a TV episode. And that takes time and money and help from other people that are more talented than I am. Shout out Maria and Whitney to make that possible. So for 2024, AdSense was about 40% and sponsors was about 41%. Affiliates was 17%. So that's all the links in my description where I'm like, affiliate link down below. Memberships and miscellaneous, I'm not sure what miscellaneous is. Maybe y'all sending gas on PayPal. I think that's what that might be. And over here in income, so I can't believe I forgot to tell you this. That software you see me using where all the income is broken down and all that stuff. So my husband, Cody, designed that. He's a software engineer who used to work in cybersecurity and is obsessed with finances. So he uses knowledge as a cybersecurity software engineer and his obsession with finance to make this website where you can manage and budget all things money related, kind of like mint.com, except mint.com sells your information, which he does not like. And his website does not sell your information, and it's very secure on the back end. And unlike Mint that's free, these websites that are free, that's how they make their money. They sell your information. So for a year as he perfected this, I've been his only very demanding client, requesting a lot of changes like that pie chart you see me toggling through. He has not fully publicly launched it yet, but he is ready to. So if you're into managing your finances or you just want to get better at all that budget stuff, whether it's for your business or just your personal money, I'm going to link to it down below, and he doesn't know this video is coming out where I'm doing this, so let's surprise him and just have a ton of signups. But if you're not interested in that kind of thing, just skip over this. But I really want people who love organizing their finances to get into this, because you'll be able to see how much care he has put into this for the past like 2 years. And every night he gets on his laptop, or on the weekends I see him on his laptop just switching things out, and he's like, ooh, look at this new icon I added, ooh, look at this new thing I added. Because now that all the like software coding backend stuff is ready to go, now he's just like playing, and I just love seeing him, how excited he is with it, and I love using it. I'm obsessed with it. I use it like every week, so check it out. And okay, back to YouTube money. Biggest expense for 2024 is contractors, actually. So I spend the most on editors and talented videographers who actually know how to work a camera instead of just an iPhone like me. But you know what? This isn't an iPhone. This is a vlogging camera, so I'm stepping up a little bit. A little bit under that, 28% is owner's pay, so that's me. I get paid a salary out of Doodle on a Motorcycle. She's a very stingy boss, actually. Maybe I'll ask her for a raise for 2025. And travel expenses is about 11%. Taxes is actually not as much as I thought. It's only about 9%. So all of that, as you can see, my cash flow for 2024 is only about 4%. So as much as I make on YouTube, I spend a lot to make the videos. And do you have to do that for YouTube? No, you do not. But YouTube is my baby. My videos are important to me. And don't you want to give your baby everything it wants? I just cannot believe that I'm here. Like, I remember when I was doing this on the weekends and on my lunch break from the office, just trying to get a little shot of espresso on my bike by riding and making YouTube videos. And I remember I had a motto that was, escaping the 9 to 5, one ride at a time. But now I feel like because of you watching, that's actually become possible. So thank you for being here, and shout out Daryl Eves. That's how I learned how to do YouTube sustainably. You can either read his book, The YouTube Formula, or if you're ready to take his course, it's called Channel Jumpstart. None of this would be possible with literally so many people that have helped, and I could literally make a 30-minute video just listing names of people who have helped over the years. And that doesn't even include writing all the names of you watching. So thank you so much. I can't thank you enough. The YouTube algorithm is watching you and thinks that you'll like this video next. Let me know below what the androids picked for you and if they did good.